Physics, everyone. This is our virtual induction session. The idea is to give you a quick introduction to the course, the lab, stroke classroom, and our physics team, so you know when you come in next week, come to college when we have our face-to-face lesson at last, you will know what to expect. So this is really giving you a taste of what it's like on for a normal lesson. So usually it is like this format, and we'll give you the title, the lesson number. As you've probably noted, this is lesson 0. So next lesson will be lesson 1 because this is really not really a lesson. It's just an induction. And here we'll probably have the learning objectives. So this our aims for this session is to get familiar with the physics team. So you know who we are when you come in. We are not all strangers. The course structure, the A-level physics lesson style, and the physics lab. So there's a video for you to watch, which is part of our induction activities. It's a 2-minute video that I made, and together with a little worksheet, is something fun. It's almost like a treasure hunt. Is a virtual treasure hunt that the list of equipment to find on the worksheet, and then try to locate them where they are from watching the video, which you can watch as many times as you want. So this is the physics team. We have Ian, we have Nikki, Sean, and myself, Cora. And with remote lesson, I can even write on this quite easily. Hello. So that's the physics team. Ian is our technician. Nikki is our one of our 3 physics teacher. Me and Sean, we share 2 physics classes, so a lot of you will probably have me because we have 2/3 of the students. We can't wait to see you next week. And this is, as you saw a little spoiler earlier, this is our teaching team. And here we are. This picture was taken last week, and we were all practicing our social distancing in the lab. So we were kind of over a meter away from each other, which we will talk a little bit more about later. So the course structure. So very briefly, the A-level physics year 1 course, you can divide into 5 sections, and this is the structure of our textbook as well. So we have section 1, which is particles and radiation. We will actually teach this not in the order. This is the order of the textbook. So for particles and radiation, we actually teach at the end of the year. And waves and optics, which is kind of in next term, we'll be looking at this. Mechanics and materials will be the first section that we will teach. Electricity would be probably second or third. Section 5 finally is the general physics skills. So this is like the practical skills, the analytical skills, graphing skills, all these which we'll be using throughout the 2 years. So this will start straight away. So section 3 and 5 is basically where our starting point of our year 1 physics. Now, of course, that exams are not cancelled for next year. I know your exam is not next year. Your exam is in 2022. But this is just to give you a quick intro of our what the exam's like. If you're interested, the very important information is the AQA course number 7408. So this is our physics course code. There are 3 exams, 3 paper, usually in May and June. They are 2-hour long each, and the usually the exam timetable for next year would be out, but because of COVID-19 and our lockdown, all the very extraordinary things happen. The timetable is actually delayed, so we don't know the timetable for next year yet. And there's also another side of the of this A-level is the practical side. So practical meaning the experiment. So practical endorsement tasks experiment throughout the 2 years. So altogether you have 12 required practicals experiment to carry out. And we will have the COVID-19 guidelines applied to the when we carry out practical sessions, and this we will give you a lot more information when the time comes. Now, a little task for you is go to the AQA website so you can download the PDF of this PowerPoint, and then you can click the link here. To find out more information, it's just a shortcut because the link itself, the address is really long, so I'll just paste it here. So you can go to the PDF version of these slides, click onto the link, and then that should take you to the AQA website. I'd like you to have a look at the exam spec, because the more you know, the more familiar you're with the spec, the easier you are to understand and what kind of things you need to do in order to get a good grade for your exam. And might be aware that the we're doing A level, not the AS. Okay, so not AS. You will need to scroll down on the page. So lesson format, every week you have 3 lessons. Each lesson is 90 minutes. There's a mix of theory and practicals. We'll still have practicals, but it'll be done slightly differently. Week A, that's next week, we'll come into college, as you know, and we'll have face-to-face lesson. And then the following week, week commencing 17th of September, that's what college call week B. This is when our year 12, that means all of you, will have a remote lesson. It means that you won't be coming into college, but you'll still be having lesson with us. You'll need a device to log on to, probably a Microsoft team, so that we can be in touch, and then we can basically deliver some contents to through the internet. Homework, you'll probably get a homework after every lesson, so expect 3 times a week. And every time after each topic, so that's after each chapter, you'll have a test. We'll aim to have this test online. You have the induction test in the 3rd week of September, so that's week commencing 21st of September. This will be mostly based on GCSE contents. We'll give you a little bit more information when the time comes. Now, I hope most of you are doing, if not all, are doing A-level maths or further maths as well, which is highly recommended. And many would know, because you've done physics GCSE in the past. You know, maths is very heavily used in physics. Is, some would say, a tool or language in physics. You do need to be able to use maths, apply your math skills in this course. So I hope that you're doing some A-level maths or core maths at least. If not, we'll have a chat. I'll try to persuade you. Things to bring to your physics lessons. So very general things: stationery for note taking, so line paper, pen, pencil, graph paper. Have a folder, something to collect your notes so that your notes won't be flying around. Calculator, also very important. Calculators are you can use calculators for your exam. So, and also we recommend bring some notes from the previous lesson as well, just to, for your reference, remind yourself what we've been doing last lesson. Now this is quite a text heavy page. Usually in your lesson I would avoid doing this, so I will try to, because that's quite a lot of text and I don't want to overwhelm any of us. But this is information you need, because this is revision guide, and they are very, very useful when you do revision. And as you know, physics is not an easy A level, and having more support is better. We do have a lot that is college supply through the online resources. But some things that you might want to have, sometimes you might want to have a book, and with a revision guide in hand, something that you can flip through, it can be quite a beneficial thing to have. This you can, first of all, the revision guide by CGP, this one, with the workbook, these two are available to buy through college at a heavily discounted price. It's cheaper than Amazon, through the Moodle page, and hopefully you're familiar with Moodle now. If not, come and ask me next week, or Nikki or Sean. And if you just log on to Moodle page, scroll down, you'll see Wise Pay, and this is where you can order the revision guide. If you just want the revision guide, you'll see the cover of the book on the WisePay webpage. The revision guide with some practice, this is £10, and this is the discounted price already. And the workbook by itself is £6. But if you want to buy both of them together, they are 14 together, so you save £2. Now, even if you just want one, these prices are a lot cheaper than Amazon. So if you want to buy them, do not buy them through Amazon, buy them through college to save money. Textbook, you don't need to buy, okay? It's available online. We have this website called Caputo, where you'll receive your login details very soon through the college email. And we do have physical copy in the lab, which you can use during the lesson. But whatever that you use, we require you to use antibacterial wipes to wipe down. Maybe wipe before you use and wipe after you have used the any books or equipment, just to be on the safe side. I've also found this revision guide by the Oxford University Press (OUP) on Amazon. This we college do not have supply for, and it's $14.99 on Amazon. I have not used this. I have ordered already, so I can give you a little bit more info, or you can have a look at the actual physical copy before buying. So you don't need to buy this now. We do have physical copy of all these works in the lab, so you can come and have a quick look before buying. Okay. So health and safety. Now this is the most important. Now is with this extraordinary circumstances. So this is just for a normal circumstances when life without COVID. We have safety specs, so that's the safety goggles. Beware of the power supply. Do not put your finger through the holes, and the beware of any electrical items. Food and drinks are not allowed in the lab. You are allowed to bring water with you, but no other drinks, no hot drinks or sugary drinks. Any of your personal belongings, jacket, bags, should be stored under benches. It's just to avoid any tripping hazard. Okay, because our lab is not huge, and when we have 20 something people walking around, being in here, we need to make sure we keep the walkway free. Now this is extraordinary circumstances. With the COVID-19, with the virus around, we now have a sanitizing station, which is right by the door of the lab. We would like you to come in. The first thing you do is sanitize your hands with a hand gel upon entry. Grab antibacterial wipes, 1 or 2. Bring with you when you come into the lab, so that you can actually wipe down the equipment or the desk or the chair before you use anything before the start of a lesson. Okay, so you see the whiteboards, mini whiteboards, and pens, eraser, all ready for you to use on the table. These things we do want you to keep clean, okay, because of we just want it to be virus free. And there is also a handout table by the door. So if there is anything that I want you to collect, they will be on the table. So when you come in, sanitize your hands with hand gel, take some wipes with you, and then grab some handouts. And then I would like you to come in and fill up the seat from the back, from the ends of the row. So you can go to back or just ends of the rows. I think it will be a lot clearer if you have watched the video, which is provided with this induction session. For masks wearing, you are very welcome to wear a mask during a lesson, and I have decided that I will be wearing a mask most of the time, and I have also got this the teacher designated area in the lab, which is in front of you at the front, and is at least 2 meters away from the person sitting at the front. So I'll be at least 2 meters away from you. I will stay in this area most of the time, for the time being. If there are times that I need to come closer to you, I will definitely be wearing my mask, okay? to protect everybody, especially if I'll be talking as well. Regarding homework, as I said, you expect 3 pieces of homework per week, so there's some work after every lesson. They should be you might have the physical copy from the lesson, but they should all be available on Moodle, which is a online platform for all of our resources, all of the learning resources. So this lesson slide would be on Moodle, or they should be on the Microsoft Teams as well, which you should have access through the college email. For homework, as you've been using through the transition task, you should know the Isaac Physics. Kabudo is new, so you won't have Kabudo yet, but soon we'll be using a lot of Kabudo, especially for the textbook, which you can access online, is on Kabudo. So now, have you done your transition tasks? If you haven't, make sure you do them now, okay? You need to get them ready for next week. If you find anything difficult, do contact us. Now, this is the induction activity. So I have made the 2-minute video. The link is here, so please do download the PDF version of these slides. Go to this page 25 or 15. Let me check. I think it's 15. Page 15, and you can just go to cursor, download the video here. Watch the video there and download the worksheet, which looks like this. Okay, it's a table, maybe slightly different because there will be some text around the power supply. So what I want you to do is, while you watch the video, I want you to locate all these items, all these equipment, and write down their location on the sheet. It's just, the whole point of this is just to get you a little bit more familiar with the lab, because we'll be having a lesson, especially if you're with me and Sean, you'll be having this lesson in this room every week, 3 times a week, and minus the remote lesson. So hopefully you can do this and you'll find this fun. And one last thing is the student record for our teaching team, that me, Sean, and Nikki. Can you please go to this online form? So by clicking onto this link, it's a Microsoft form, and fill in the form to your best knowledge. It's just some background information we want to understand. Why you're doing physics, your knowledge of previous knowledge of physics. All the information collected is confidential. Okay, we can actually find it on our college system, but this would make our life a lot easier if you just fill in the form. We'll use this information for basically for teaching, for curriculum planning. So that's the end of our induction. I hope you enjoy the little ice-breaking task. It's almost like a virtual treasure hunt, and we look forward to meeting you next week. Okay, take care, keep safe, bye.